Shalom Uvracha. I wanted to tell you a few things about, I had that in my mind. Why am I getting to this wonderful class of ours every day in the last moment of the day? Why before Shabbat, only like 20 minutes, half an hour before Shabbat is coming, I'm only joining and giving the class? Or why am I giving my classes so late at night? Like in the last few days I was not able to start the class before 12:30 or 1 a.m. So like, why is it coming in that place? You have certain people that will give their daily class or teachings or like whatever at every day at 1, every day at 2, every day at 5 p.m. like whatever between Mincha and Maghrib. Like they have their schedule. Why with me things never goes that way? Because I am always putting myself in the end of the list of my priorities. And even though that the things that I do, I know that they are super important. I know that the content of ours is saving lives. I know that my advice to people is a real life-saving and so helpful to so many. But I know that the Creator, He set me into a certain structure in His creation. And I, with all my hopes and with all my dreams, with all my holy desire to bring redemption to the world and to make the world a better place, and like so many wonderful things I want to do and I dream of, I know that honesty and truthfulness are the foundation of life. And I cannot go and save lives of other people before I took care of my family, before I was a father to my children, a husband to my wife, and before I fulfilled my commitments and my obligations to things that are first in order. Even though that you need to save all the poor and you need to help all the weak and you need to support everyone in need, and of course it's only when you are able to do that with a happy heart and a wishing soul, when you are able to do that out of a settled mind, not when you lose your mind and break your own house and lose the stability that the Creator created for you in life. So that's my life, and the reflection of that understanding to every individual on earth. You need to understand, we need to understand. I'm also taking that lesson to myself, and I am talking about it because of me dealing with it and thinking about it. There are things in life that their importance is way, way higher and greater than we can imagine and understand. They are the first in the list of priorities of your life. They are the beginning of being an honest person, a truthful person. Like that it's written, it's more comfortable for a human being to throw himself into the fire than to insult another person in public. נוח לו לאדם שישליך עצמו לכבשן האש מאשר שילבין פני חברו ברבים. Means that to insult a person, to shame a person, to make a person feel embarrassed in front of other people in public is the worst of the worst. It should be more comfortable to you if you're a human being, if you're normal, if you're sane, if you're holding some kind of holiness. It must be more comfortable for you to suffer the crazy pain of fire, of a huge, huge fire that will burn the body totally, completely, that he will be burnt, like 100% burnt. It's supposed to be more comfortable for you to suffer that pain than to insult another person in public. You have many, many quotes like that, many, many words, many, many verses in the Bible that will show a clear evidence to the divine will of God that we will put human beings on top of our list of priorities, that your friends will come first, like that it's written, Aniyei ircha tchila, kodmim lakol. First of all, you need to take care of the poor people of your city. Means that if you have a neighbor and he is poor, and you see his children walking without shoes, with torn pants, you need to take care of him first with your charity, than to go and support someone else in a foreign land, a huge organization, a beautiful organization, an inspiring speaker. And even if you're supporting me, I tell you, don't support me, go support your neighbor. Your neighbor is supposed to be first. Your family member is supposed to be first. If you have a child that is struggling, if you have a friend, a cousin, someone around you that, why they first? Maybe he is first, maybe he is more important. No, listen. The Creator created the world with a certain structure. He himself made it to be like that, that certain things will be closer to you than others. And when something physically is closer to you, it means that there is a deeper spiritual meaning to that. There's a reason for that. The Creator, He knew exactly what and how and why to make the world in that shape and in that structure that He made it. And you need to listen to that. And you need to understand that. If your wife is telling you things, I need you to come with me, I need you to do that with me, I can't do it without you, you please must do this, please do that. You can lose your mind, but I want to learn Torah, but I want to do this, I want to pray, I want to go, I want to fly, I want to... Whatever you want to do. Listen, I'm not telling you you don't need to learn. I'm not telling you you don't need to pray. I don't tell you you don't need to fly. But I tell you, you can also not ignore your wife. You can never ignore your flesh and bones. You should never ignore the people who depends on you, your children. It cannot be that you're going to be the nicest person on earth, but not in your house, in your office, but not to your children, with your friends, with your colleagues, with your partners to work with on social media, but you're going to be vicious and cruel and hard and strict and horrible with your children. It cannot be. And if it's so, if that's what goes on with you in life, you need to reset your list of priorities. You must go and check yourself and put things in the right order. Look at things with point of truth. Like that meme that I posted a couple of days ago. I think it was a couple of days ago. I wrote over there that people will think to themselves that the king, the life of a king are so like prosper and rich and he's wealthy and successful and powerful, whatever, and like the only reason why you would jealous the king for his power and wealth is because you don't put it into your mind that he, in his position, is so lonely, and there is such a heavy yoke on his shoulder, and the responsibility of taking care of all his people and his kingship, and like animals in his kingship are hanged on his back and on his chest. And if he makes a mistake, that mistake can kill thousands of people. And if he's doing something right, he can make thousands or millions of people happy. The responsibility, not only the heavenly responsibility that he's being judged on every mistake in a very severe way. The Creator is very strict with the leaders, with the righteous ones, with the princes of the leaders of the generation, of the nations, of the tribes. Everyone that is higher in the hierarchy, in the structure of the world, has more responsibility to the world. So you would think to yourself, oh no, the king, he lives such amazing life. And you cannot understand that he is worried at night, and he is afraid in the days, and he is suffering, and he's praying, and he's putting so much effort, and he deals, every question for him is so heavy. But with foreign eyes, with external eyes, with the eyes that barely can see, you look at his royal garments and his palace, and you say to yourself, wow, he's eating with gold and silverwares, like whatever. It's a mistake. You don't see the heart. You need to look inside, and as well about yourself, and to learn from that to your own life. You think to yourself, oh, but I must be in this pathetic job. I'm doing this lousy job in life. I'm not learning. I'm not happy. I'm not celebrating. My wife, she's not like this. My kids are not like that. My house is not like all the things. I'm stuck with that car. Why do I need to live in that house? Why is it in that state? Like all those questions, like why from those parents in that community, why? All those questions you're going to ask yourself. But you know why you're asking all those silly questions? Because you don't have the deep understanding that the supervision of the Creator is so precise on your life that He set every hair, every cell around you, every fiber in every towel, in every sheet on your bed, every part of the fabric of your carpet, your walls, your every detail, every cell in creation is precisely sent to its location to complete the creation, to bring the creation to its completion, for the redemption to take place. And when you walk between those beds, and when you get into that room, like the fibers, the thinnest, the screws in the doors, in the handle, like that it's shaky, or that it's silver, or that it's gold, or that it's metal, or that it's wood, every tiny detail, every paper, every notebook that you have in your house, every pen, every bottle, every cup, every faucet, every tiny detail been sent spiritually, perfectly designed and set and created and been programmed to serve something to you for the completion of your life, to bring a great elevation to your life, to bring you to a place of complete happiness, correction, tikkun olam, to fix the world completely, that the whole world will be fixed. And you should believe in that. And if you will observe on that and look at that, and you're going to recognize that, suddenly your soulmate, your partner, gonna be the best in the world for you. You're gonna love them so much, like you never saw so much beauty in them ever before, because you're gonna understand. It's not the selfish struggle. Oh no, she told me, she killed me, she destroyed me, she insulted me. No, stop. You had to hear those things. You wouldn't wake up alone to get those things on your own without her rebuke. You would never take that lesson to your heart and make the change. You know that about yourself. You're so lazy, and you're so stubborn, and you're so blind. And she's screaming all the time because you can't hear. You're deaf. You're not hearing. She's talking, and she's whispering, and she's trying to convince you and help you and explain, and also other people, and you can't hear. You're so self-centered. So face reality and realize that those lessons came for a purpose, from a divine source. And those are not punishments. The handle that is shaky, the house that is small, the car that is, the road that is bumpy, all those things are not punishments. Crazy people that lives in a fake and and sick, delusionary world thinks that the Creator is punishing His children. No, the Creator does not punish us. When it's written, Al ken efkod alechem avonetechem, that Hashem is saying, I'm going to bring your crimes back to your face, it doesn't mean that Hashem is saying, I'm going to punish you. It means that I'm going to show you the way to correct. And you should grab that rebuke, you should grab that lesson like a warm cookie that just came out of the stove. You should be so happy out of the oven. So happy, so satisfied, so grateful. Because it's written, Et asher ya'av Hashem yochiach. God rebukes the one He loves. He rebukes you because you have a chance to fix, to correct yourself. And if you are not being corrected, if you're not being rebuked for your mistakes, that's the time to worry. If everything is perfect in your life, oh man, you're in trouble. You're in trouble now. You're in big trouble because someone there in heaven stopped correcting you, stopped teaching you, stopped guiding you. Stop shining the path for you. When you bring light, what do you see? The defaults, the problems. Think, okay, there is light. Why? You came into the room. Why? Because you need to set something. You turn on the light. Okay, now you see. I need to set the bed. I need to set the chair. I need to set the lamp. I need to set my things. I need to open the closet. And the light helps you to see what you need to correct. So now when you see the darkness of your life, it doesn't mean that the light is not shining. The reason when you see that is because that the light helps you to recognize and to see. So be happy for those corrections and put the list of priorities based on the truth in your life. Ask yourself what is right to do and what is wrong, what is good to do and what is not, what is important and what is precious, and how I can never hurt a person, how I can do so many good things in my life, and why is she so important and why they are so important, and correct yourself and take responsibility. And don't take it hard, and be happy because it's Shabbat, so Shabbat Shalom, and be happy and strong, and may the Creator answer our prayers now and for good. Amen. כן יהי רצון.
שום דבר כבר לא יעצור אותי